ヤンキースのアーロン・ジャッジ選手が先日、米メディアボードルームの企画で NBA スターのケビン・デュラント選手と対談しました。番組では大学時代からメジャーリーグに至るまでの道のり、マイナーリーグでの過酷な日々、そしてルーティンを確立したことがいかにキャリアを変えたかについても詳しく語っています。さらにヤンキースと9年契約を結んだプロセスについても言及。その模様を日本語字幕付きでご紹介しますので、ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
What story here we got today, my boy Aaron Judge, a walking legend in my opinion. This next generation of just athletes in general is setting a standard for a lot of us. I mean, I could go down the list of your accolades, so I'll say appreciate you coming on, man. It means a lot. Somebody your caliber is always good to sit down and talk to. Let's jump right in though, bro. You are just an all-around athlete in general. When was that moment when you decided that I want to stay committed to the sport of baseball?
Ooh. That was years ago, but first off, man, just a lot of respect for you. That's why I come out and do something like this, man. A lot of respect for what you've done for the game. And not only basketball, man, but worldwide, man. It's your game. It covers all facets, man, of every sport, culture, everything, man. But I played soccer, basketball, football, baseball, kind of everything. I love basketball. That was my true love. My dad was a basketball coach. He was always pushing that. But
what made you choose Fresno State?
So my dad got an email, said, hey, there's this Fresno State baseball camp. You want to check it out? We haven't been to Fresno in a long time. So I said, yeah, sure, let's check it out. We went out there, and then sure enough, after the second day of the camp, the head coach comes up and he's like, hey, your parents here? And I'm like, yeah, they're up in the stands. He's like, go grab them real quick. So I grabbed my parents. I'm like, I don't know if I'm in trouble. I don't know what happened, but he took us to the office and said, hey, we want to make you a Bulldog. So what can we do about this? That was the first offer I ever got. Kind of talked it over with my parents, and I think it was the best decision I ever made.
Oh, it's so much lag time in an NBA. We sit around for so much, and then I see y'all. I'm saying, like for 8 o'clock game, what time are you getting to the ballpark?
Okay, 8 o'clock. You know, we usually have like a bus time around like 2 o'clock.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. 2 o'clock, we're getting there, but it's like you're getting stretched out. You're doing stuff in the training room. We got meetings.
2 o'clock? Come on, brother.
Yeah.
We play at 8 o'clock. That first bus is at 5:30.
Wow.
And we might have shoot around from 10 to 11.
Man.
We sitting around to nap in, doing whatever for 5 hours. But 2 o'clock, and
Yeah.
what are you doing for that long?
See, this is where my wife makes fun of me. She's like, you just hanging out with your friends all day.
That's really what it is, right? Kicking it in the clubhouse.
Yeah, we're kicking it, but I think the meetings take a while. Batting practice is like an hour, so it takes up an hour. You gotta do all the prep before that. We sit there, we're eating, BSing a lot, but it sneaks up though, man. Like, you get to the field and you start kind of going through your routine, man. Before you know it, it's 7 o'clock and we got to start rolling. But
I feel for y'all, bro. It's 162 games, right?
Yeah.
And how many days though? Like,
it's like 180. Like, it's just
that's insane. Yeah, off days is travel days. That's crazy, man.
But you guys, that's the thing is, we play 162, but I'm in the outfield, so I'm standing like this for the majority of the game. Like where y'all,
we're moving.
You're moving the whole time. You're moving, you're jumping, you're moving.
What percentage of that time is your mind somewhere else?
Like you just daydreaming in the back outfield?
Usually like after the pitch, and it's like throw pitch, ball strike, whatever. I kind of like, I'll step back a little bit, and then I'll kind of be like, I'm checking out the stands, what's this dude eating, what's going on over here, and then I almost like have to step back in.
In the off season, I'm curious, I'm always curious about what guys do to recalibrate, to get better in the off season. First of all, how long do you take off right after the season's over?
Usually it's a couple weeks, just kind of do some things in New York, kind of be a tourist for a little bit, you know, check out this.
Just live life a bit.
Yeah, just live life a little bit, kind of get off the radar, spend time with family, do a vacation if I can. But this year I had an injury with my elbow, so with the trainers, they were like, hey, the best thing to do is just keep it moving. So I maybe took like a week and a half off, and then I was right back to it, which...
Do you get paranoid when you don't do shit?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you kind of like, for me, it's about 10 days. 10 days once the season's over with, I'm sitting there like, man, somebody else is getting better. Like, I gotta get going. But it was good, man. We have great trainers in New York. They kind of put out a whole program for me and say, hey, let's follow this, and it just helped me.
And then you stay in New York through the whole year?
New York and Florida. I kind of bounce back and forth. When it gets too crazy in New York, come down to Florida.
Definitely crazy in New York, especially in the winter time.
Yeah.
Florida is the perfect option. And so do you have trainers you've been working with outside the team, or just mainly just the team?
I've had a couple trainers I use, some guys from my agency that I use kind of coming up through the minor leagues that got me there. There's a couple of guys in Tampa that I use outside of our facility that have helped me, but for the most part, I use the Yankees trainers, man.
Yeah.
They got great facilities, it's easy. You pop right in, they got everything you need, and I've been doing that now for a couple of years, and it works out perfect.
Who are some of those guys some of those hitters that coming up in high school, college that you watch and try to emulate? Pull pieces from their game and put it into yours.
Oof. Obviously, I grew up in the Bay Area, so Barry Bonds was
my favorite athlete. He's I just love that dude.
There's nobody like him.
Nobody.
There's nobody that's gonna touch his records and what he's done, and it just, for me, it made the game fun. Like, I'd watch him on TV. Me and my dad would watch the games late, and he'd just be hitting these things out. And I played in San Francisco. It's hard to get him out there in the Bay, and I still can't believe how good he was as an athlete. It's ridiculous. He was my favorite. I loved Albert Pujols, Miguel Cabrera, just guys that, they were bigger guys that could hit homers, but they were good hitters. At the end of the day, they were good hitters. They'll drive the guy in, they'll move the runner over. They'll kind of do the little things that, help your team win. So they just made the game fun for me, and I love watching them. And
speaking to a lot of baseball players, it's such a routine-based thing. I mean, from so regimented. When did that start to become a real focus on my routine and to working on my craft? How did you curate that over time?
In college, I just loved to work. So, me and my roommates, we have a hitting barn. We'd just pop in the barn at midnight. We'd hit, we'd throw to each other, do some stuff, just mess around. But for me, it didn't really become a routine until I got to the big leagues, because it was kind of all over the place. I'd eat at this time, I'd go in the cage at this time, I'd stretch out at this time. It was all kind of random, just however I was feeling. Then I'd get to the game and I'd almost be like, man, I don't think I stretched out enough. I don't think I got enough swings. And I started seeing some of the older guys in front of me. Man, I could look up at the clock and be like, okay, it's 4 o'clock, bam, he's in the weight room. 4:30 he's with the trainers. 5 o'clock he's out on the field. I just kept seeing it every single day. So as a rookie, seeing that over and over, I was like, okay, this guy's a 7-time All-Star, World Series champ, this and that. He's got something figured out here. So it really wasn't until my second, third year in the big leagues I started kind of locking in that routine and just being regimented, and then things kind of really took off for me.
It's so hard to, first off, make the big leagues. You can't come, we could come out of 1 year college and go straight, jump into the finals if we could. For you guys, you got to go from the minors, then get called up. That whole process, how stressful is that process? Being drafted and then how long did you wait before you hit the big leagues?
Yeah,
it was quicker than most guys.
Yeah, it was quick, but nowadays, man, they're calling these dudes up.
They are, right?
Way quicker.
And they're getting paid quicker too.
Yeah, oh yeah. Which I think it's just good for the game.
No, it's amazing for sure.
It's good, but for me, got drafted in 13, and I didn't get called up until 2016. So it was basically, first year you're in kind of rookie ball era. Then 2014 I start out, because they go from rookie to low A, high A, double A, triple A, and then the big league. So it was kind of like I'd spend half a year at each spot. So half a year at low A, half a year at high A, then following year, start out in double A, and then half the year at triple A, then eventually kind of get called up. But I think you need that, though. Yeah. I think you need that grind, especially, I went to college, so I kind of got kicked around and beat around a little bit, and, was terrible for a long time, and then you got to learn how to get yourself out of that. I feel like every great athlete, you got to figure out how, when you get kicked down, when you get beat down, coach ain't gonna pick you up, your friend ain't gonna pick you up, you gotta pick yourself up and get yourself out of there. So that's where I feel like the minor league development of just grinding, you got long bus rides, you got terrible travel.
Are you conscious of your place in history as a player, as an individual player, or do you not even think about that?
Man, I feel like if I stop and think about it and kind of look back and be like, all right, I've done this, this, and this, that's going to stop me from wanting to keep pushing, keep moving forward. And, because I could sit here and try to okay, I got MVPs, I got All-Stars, all this. Let me compare myself to these guys. But man, these guys had 20-year careers. Their story's over with. And I still feel like I'm in the middle of mine. So I never for me personally, I just don't like looking at somebody else's story that's yo, man, I'm on chapter 13 right now. I'm on chapter 10. I still hopefully got another 6, 7, 8 chapters left in this book. And then we can look at the end of the story and be like, hey, man, let's compare it now. Yeah. So it's tough to do, man.
But you want to be you want to have your name up there with these guys, though, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And that's one thing I wanted to do. Ever since I got drafted, man, I wanted to bring a championship back to New York, and I wanted to lead the organization and that franchise better than when I got in there. Like I just wanted to leave my mark on there, and hopefully, when these next guys are coming through, that's the one thing, man. You walk into Yankee Stadium, all these photos, man. It's Jeter, it's Posada, it's Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle. It's all these legends. So it's like, man, I want my picture up there. I want my teammates' pictures up there. I want to be a part of that. So, man, it's almost like haunting. Like we're in the Yankee Stadium. They have they don't have like AL championships. They don't have All-Star. They have World Series champs, and it's all around the stadium. And I see this little empty spot right past 09, man. I'm like, hey, that's what we're chasing.
Every day it's about championships there, and it's about greatness, Hall of Fame, perfection. I mean, it's a fun challenge knowing that you have that pressure on you every day. I mean, do you actually feel that? When you walk, like, do you feel like I have to be on point all times, every day, no mistakes? I know that's unrealistic, but do you feel that coming into the practice facility every day?
Yeah, I got just probably like you got high expectations for yourself, and like you know what you can do on the court, what I know I can do on the field. So my expectations are already high. So that's where it was great getting drafted by a franchise and organization and a fan base that they expect the same thing. So it was never any like pressure or I gotta like raise my standard. It was like my standard's already there. Yeah. So you guys booing me or getting on me, like I'm booing myself right now. So it just, man, and if I sit there and think about the pressure, think about what I haven't done yet, man, it's gonna take me off path from what I need to accomplish. So it's tough, man. Like you already got a couple of rings, man. So
Speaking of teams, but it was a certain time in your life where you had to make that decision too, and you decided to stay with the Yankees. But how tough was that process knowing that I could have went back home, I could have, chose anywhere. You could have played anywhere. How tough was that decision? Truly. I know it's the Yankees. I know it's the team that drafted you. But being a free agent and having an opportunity to control your destiny, first off, how fun was that to go through that process? But also, how tough was it to make that decision?
Yeah, it was a blast because that's what all the veterans always told me, man, wait till free agency. You're going to love it. Wait till you're free agent. Wait till you're free agent. And you finally get there, and like now you kind of have that freedom of like, okay, I can go anywhere. I can talk to all these other teams, kind of experience, what makes this organization special? Why are they so good? Let's kind of take a peek in. So that part was fun. But honestly, man, it was stressful.
That, bro.
Going through that, and like now it starts to become real because it was like almost a safety net of like, hey, I know I'm with the Yankees. I'm here for X amount of years. I know I'm going to be there. And all of a sudden you're a free agent, and it's like, okay, that's done. There's no safety net. You're a free agent, man. Like it's all on you.
How many guys around the league called you? Did a lot of guys try to get in contact with you?
A couple, mostly a lot of guys from the Yankees. Like my buddy Anthony Rizzo was like, hey man, like you can't leave me like this. So it was cool to hear that from some teammates. And then, the process was stressful, man. You're talking to other teams, and once they start putting offers in, it starts becoming real. And your mind shifts from, hey, I'm gonna be a Yankee for life to like, hey, maybe this might be something different. I'm glad you made that decision. Of course, I would love to see you with the Giants, because, that's the crib, and close to the crib. But, Yankees, man, like, you're a legend there. Like, I know you don't think that way, but you're a legend there, and you're going to continue to be a legend there.
最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。今回の動画についてどういう感想を持たれましたか？ぜひ、コメント欄で意見や感想をお聞かせください。チャンネル登録やグッドボタンを押していただけると、励みになります。それでは次回の動画でお会いしましょう。